as you repeat the magic phrase you learned from the Lishi. The bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Every sense tingles with the feeling of danger. The eye sockets of the skulls glow with deadly energy. Even the hut looks hungry. It's a dead body.
So, what are you here for, besides my scintillating conversation? You know, if you keep going on doing all that hero stuff, you're gonna wind up with the goody two-shoes blues. You know, black and blue and dead all over. So, have you got an excuse for being here, or have you just come to keep me company, or what? They're just the guards. Nothing inside their skulls but some magic. Not exactly brilliant conversationalists like myself. Baba Yaga came from a place a bit to the east of here, but she always had a soft spot for this little valley. Said there was a lot of dark magic about this place, so she thought she'd spend the winter here before moving back home. You don't know much, do you? Lots of weird magic leaks out of the Dark One's cave west of here. That's why there's so many strange things around here, present company included. Hey, read some history books. This valley was famous because some cult tried to summon a Dark One here. That's plenty bad juju, even by Baba Yaga's standards. Dark Ones live in some sort of other dimension. They feed off energy, any kind of energy. They more or less sweat dark magic, which twists and mutates things around them. I love it. That's why Baba Yaga feels so at home here. Just enough dark magic to make life interesting, and no real Dark One to make things too dangerous. We come originally from Mother Sariya. You know, big place to the east of here. When Baba got the yen to get away, we moved to Spielberg, and you know what happened there. So we came here. Did I mention before that the hut's been kind of flighty lately? I think it's molting. I was getting kind of bored hanging out here until you showed up. Now I'm dying, so to speak, to find out what happens when you and Baba meet again. What, you mean that mortar over there? That's Baba Yaga's personal magic mortar. It's kinda like a flying rowboat. She uses the pestle for an oar. Hey, don't get any wild ideas about flying around in it. The only thing you could use it for is grinding things. The magic is Baba Yaga's specialty. When I mentioned that you had visited the last time, she didn't exactly get out the welcome mat, if you know what I mean. But once she got over a temper tantrum, though, she got that smile on her face. I'd expect a warm greeting when you get in the hut. Like, you know, maybe you stewing in her cauldron. Not bad. Not bad at all. I can tell by the reflections in your eyes that it gives me character. Makes me look mysterious and handsome. Hey, all right, you guys. This guy's okay by me. You can let him through.
The nearest skull is fixed in a perpetually sour expression. One eye socket is empty, the other filled with a brilliant gem, like the flare of the frost flame. You're sure you've seen this skull and that gem somewhere before? Skulls line the pathway to a most peculiar chicken-legged hut. There can't be many like it. This must be Baba Yaga's hut, last seen in Spielberg. You've seen better trees to climb. After all, you really don't want to end up hanging around here. Searching it, you find a large knothole, but there's not anything inside of it. No one's...
doesn't like you very much, I guess. Probably blames you for having to fly all the way from Spielberg. Maybe you could find something to win the bird-brained hut over and calm it down.
That didn't do anything. That didn't do.
How should I know what that hut wants? If you want to catch a chicken, think like a chicken.
You have a sense of doom hanging over you. A strangely familiar, scratchy voice shouts, "Now!"
Spirits of the frigid north, spin the water, draw it forth. Frosty spirits, summon twice, turn the water into ice.
You find yourself trapped in ice.
Come for a little visit, are we? A little chat, perhaps? We remembered the last time you came for a little visit, don't we, kids? You turned me into a frog, didn't you, ha? Thought I wouldn't remember you. You thought to yourself, let's just visit Baba Yaga and see what we can turn her into today. Well, you thought wrong, kiddo. Well, now you're here and all trapped like a fly in a web. Just looking at you reminds me of lunch. So, what'll it be, kids? Hero sandwiches or Hero on the half-shell? Seeing as he is already frozen, we could just settle for a little ice cream sundae with whipped cream and nuts. Oh, good. We'll just skip the main course and go straight to dessert. Any last words from the soon-to-be supper?
You tell about Mr. Bones the Gnome and the reason you came here.
So, you come here to help the jester get back his jokes, huh? How fitting. He made a fool out of me because you made a frog out of me. And now I'll make food out of thee. Just desserts, after all. So now we can all have our favorite treat to eat. Isn't that right, kids? You remember Bats and Scarlet, don't you? They kept you from sudden death? Oh, well, I remember. You should be grateful they believe in just rewards instead of just desserts. You'd rather have pie. What? Pie? Oh, elderberry pie. It's true we haven't had that for a long while. But I can't very well make one now. I don't have any of the ingredients. Oh, poo. Now that you mention it, I'd really like some elderberry pie. With or without ice cream. You're right. He did bring us a mandrake, didn't he? And it made such a lovely mousse. Very well. But it means no ice cream for now. So, Mr. Tender Morsel, I'll give you another chance. Bring me some fresh elderberry pie, and I won't have you for dessert. Agreed? Good.
Vigorously, you nod your head in agreement.
Good. Bring us some fresh elderberry pie, or we'll just settle for Adam's apple pie and minced meat instead. We'll recycle this ice around this fool for iced knee later. Hero lout, now get out.
Well, what have we here? Back in one piece? I sure never expected to see you outside of a quiche again. She sent you after an elderberry pie? Well, you're not gonna find that one in the freezer section of your local store. Boy, I can't believe she didn't eat you. I guess his sweet tooth is bothering her again. Fortunately for you, she didn't get a yearning for sweet breads instead. She didn't give you the recipe. Alright, let's see. You'll need a pie pan for starch, you'll need bone meal for a crust, grue goo for flavoring, and elderberry berries, of course. Well, it won't be on the shelf with the flour and cornmeal. You'll probably need to make it yourself. Get some bones and grind them. Hey, don't look at me like that. You know, Baba wouldn't like it if you use bones she knows personally, but a bone meal, if you know what I mean. How should I know how you get a pie pan? You're the one with the skull still stuffed with brains. Use them! That's the stuff that leaks.
You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy goo. Here lie the decayed remains of someone who didn't make it across the swamp. You pick up a single slimy bone. You put the bones into the huge mortar. Now what? You work the pestle back and forth in the mortar. It's hard work, but after a while you manage to grind the bones into a fine bone meal with almost the consistency of flour. You fill the flask with powdery bone meal from the mortar. This is a metal pie tin. This is a...
You better got everything you need to make the pie. I'll help you cook it, courtesy my buddies here. You know, it's a heady experience just talking to you. You do realize it's supposed to be bad karma to mention the Dark One. What do I care? It can't do much to me now anyway. Well, you probably seen the cave mouth. We flew by it in the hut on the way into the valley. Nasty looking thing. Whew. It takes some sort of ritual magic to get the mouth to open. I understand someone at the castle has that ritual now. I'm not too sure what's up in the castle. Baba said something about them being her kind of people, but that could mean anything from ghouls to necromancers. The castle creatures keep to themselves and we keep to ours. Well, ritual magic usually involves saying and doing something stupid for a long time at some stupid place in order for something just as stupid to happen. She's getting hungry. She didn't give you the recipe. Looking good. Now show it to the head skull over there and get out of the way fast if you don't want to add rump roast to the Baba's menu for the night.
The skulls appear to have stopped flashing their lasers. You pick up the pie. It's been cooked to a delicate golden brown.
Hey, bird legs! Squat!
You feel a sense of menace and the sensation of being watched. You quickly step out from under the trap. A moment later, you hear the voice of Baba Yaga.
Not very trusting, is he, kids? Good. It's not like I trust him. Floor, quick! Make him stick!
You find your shoes stuck to the floor.
Spirits of the swamp and mire, aid me in what I desire. Creatures of the mist, beings of the fog, turn this human into a cute hedgehog. I have a sudden craving for a Tiggly Wiggly. Perhaps some hedgehog grog. Hedge Piggly Swiggly and Pig Newtons. What's that you say? Elderberry pie. Oh, darn. He was bringing that here, wasn't he? I don't suppose a Piggly Wiggle can get the pie from his backpack, could he? Particularly if his feet are stuck to the floor. Oh, pity. Spirits of the mist and more, restore this man as he was before. So, now my dining delight, do you have what I asked for?
You tell about how you made the pie.
Well, that's all very well and good, but until I have my elderberry pie in hand, you are in serious danger of staying for supper. Get it? That smells delicious, just the way we like it, fresh from the fire. So, let me think. How should I reward you for such a lovely pie? Well, Kitty, should we just fry him now, or for an entree have green spleen casserole with roast leg of man? Oh, all right, I suppose he did do us a favor. It wouldn't be polite to eat him now. Besides, he may be useful in the future. So what is it that you want as a reward for your lovely pie?
You tell about the gnome and how he wants his humor back.
Humor, is it? You want a sense of humor? I'm not sure the gnome really had a sense of humor, making fun of poor old ogresses. Oh, all right. Take this good humor bar and give it to the gnome. I suppose there is nothing more pathetic than a gnome who can't tell a joke.
You take the good humor bar and put it away.
I'm waiting for my pa... You've got what you... Tasty treat. Now retreat.
Well, I guess she liked the pie, or you would have taken its place. Return of the Red Hot Lovers, eh? If I didn't know you better, I'd be pretty jealous right now. Go on in and find out for yourself.
You feel a sense of weariness and more than a little hunger. Baba Yaga speaks out loud.
That's so true. Glue his shoes.
You find your feet stuck again to the floor.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope for your sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero. You should know my taste by now. Anything gruesome and dewsome. Well, there's a slim chance that you will walk away from here unless you got something up your backpack for me, honey. Well, it is true that Gru Goo makes a lovely sauce for ice cream sundaes. So what do you want for this, Cookie?
You ask Baba Yaga about a Dark One ritual.
So, you heard about that, huh? I found it in the hangman's tree some years ago. You're asking for trouble, I hope you know. Using the ritual for any purpose will only bring you grief. It can be used in either one or two ways. Its main purpose is to bring a Dark One across to this world. However, a very powerful wizard could use it to send the Dark One back to its world. You don't qualify as a very powerful wizard as I see it. Still, you want it, you got it.
You put the ritual away in your pack.
Hero near, out I hear.
Oh, back so soon?
You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
Good evening, Slick.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, okay?
Greetings and salutations.
Welcome.
You get a fine meal of roast duckling a la garlic. They all wave to you in response. You never...
It is...
A shiver of cold comes over you. You sense no danger, but even so, you find yourself afraid.
There is a spirit most foul which haunts the land. It hides in its barrow far south of the graveyard. It guards a dire treasure which will start to summon the darkness and yet banish the darkness forever. Defeat the Wraith and claim thy destiny.
You are walking in the land of dreams, searching for something. You sense the nearness of Irana and feel her gentle presence beside you. You turn to her and see tears in her eyes. You feel sorrow and an incredible sense of loss and reach out for her. As the vision resumes, the darkness swallows her and she is torn from you. You feel her die as she tries to drive the darkness away. The darkness is trapped in the world between worlds. So is Irana. You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.